Passion. The biological side of the triangle is passion, the spine-tingling sensation that moves us towards romance. It starts with our hormones. Passion is sensual and sexual, characterized by physiological arousal and an intense desire for physical affection. Songs of Songs, for example, celebrate the physical love between a man and a woman in passion-filled poetry. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is more delightful than wine. But passion can also be positive, fostering a fascination that borders on obsession. It drives couples to an extreme level of preoccupation with one another, to the point where they can't bear to tear themselves apart. At this stage, other relationships are not even considered. Stenberg explains that at first, couples experience a rapidly growing physical attraction, but after a while, they incorporate the ecstasy of passion into the fuller picture of love. Pure passion is self-seeking until it is linked with intimacy. Intimacy as a subheading. The emotional side of love's triangle is intimacy. Love without intimacy is only a hormonal illusion. One cannot desire another person over the long haul without really knowing that person. Intimacy has a best friend or soulmate quality about it. We all want someone who knows us better than anyone else and still accepts us. And we want someone who holds nothing back from us. Someone who trusts us with personal secrets. Intimacy fuels our heart's deepest longing for closeness and acceptance. People who have successfully built an intimate relationship know its power and comfort. But they also know that taking the emotional risk that allows intimacy to happen isn't easy. Without careful nurturing, intimacy withers. In finding the love of your life, Niall Clark identifies a lack of intimacy as the number one enemy of marriage. He goes on to say that if two people do not know each other deeply, they can never merge or bond, becoming what the Bible calls one flesh. Without intimacy, he says, they will be isolated and alone, even while living under the same roof. The fulfillment of love hinges on closeness, sharing, communication, honesty, and support. As one heart given in exchange for another, marriage provides the deepest and most radical expression of intimacy. Ha. So many marriages these days, they will tell you that they are living under the same roof, but they are sleeping in different rooms. They are living under the same roof, but they don't even know what is going on with each other. They are living under the same roof, but they are like strangers. They are trying to say that it will kill your marriage and your love. Commitment. The cognitive and willful side of the love triangle is commitment. Commitment looks towards a future that cannot be seen and promises to be there until death. All right? Without being bound to the fulfillment of our promises, we would be condemned to wander helplessly in the darkness of each person's lonely heart. Commitment creates a small island of certainty in the swirling water of uncertainty. As the mooring of marriage, commitment secures love for our partner when passion burns low and when turbulent times and fierce impulses take over. Commitment says, I love you because you are, not because of what you do or how you feel. The Swiss counselor Paul Turner describes the marriage vow as a gift, in quote, total, definite, unreserved, a personal and unchangeable commitment. That is what marriage is. The longevity of love and the health of a marriage depends mightily on the strength of commitment. Passion, intimacy, and commitment are the hot, warm, and cold ingredients in love's recipe. And these ingredients vary because the levels of intimacy, passion, and commitment change from time to time and from person to person. you can visualize the fluidity of love by considering how the love triangle changes in size and shape as the three components of love increases and decreases. The triangle's area represents the amount of love. Large amounts of intimacy, passion, and commitment yields a large triangle. The larger the triangle, the more love. Okay. With Sternberg's help, we have come closer to discovering what love is, but a pressing question still remains. How is love given and received? To answer this question, we will first study the love styles and then we will examine love's stages. I'm going to show you guys how the triangle looks. This is it. Okay.